Hi, folks. This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling coming at you with something a little unusual, or rather, well, not really usual. It's kind of a book review, kind of, and kind of not. Don't really know how to explain it, but I had some free time today and stopped by one of my favorite comic stores, Jim Haneys Universe. This is conveniently located in Manhattan, across the street from the Empire State Building on East 33rd Street, just off of Fifth Avenue. And I stopped in and just really browsing the store, and I found a book, a series of books by Steve-DITKO. Now, if you're unfamiliar who Steve-DITKO is, he is one of the, I guess, pioneers, one of the old veterans in the comic industry. He's most famous for doing Spiderman way back, in the 60s when the comic first came out. And, this is just one of those moments when I saw it on the stands that I said to myself, wow, what has Steve-DITKO been doing? I asked myself, how you ask yourself questions, whatever happened to, and so I bought the comic. It's $4. It's he has a whole rack devoted to this, and what I loved most about the book is he has like a few kind of loose storylines here. I haven't started to read it yet, but as I perused this comic and others like it, I could see that old familiar Steve-DITKO way of drawing, which I always loved. He hasn't changed that too much, surprisingly, but what really impressed me, about the book was, I don't know, it had this kind of fanboy quality. A lot of the, from what I could see so far, a lot of the subject matter in the book is kind of stream of consciousness comics, a lot of conceptual stuff, stuff that, you would just kind of think about, and said, hey, I'd like to do a comic, on this particular concept, or that particular concept. And, he does his own lettering, in a lot of instances. And, unlike, a quote-unquote traditional comic like he might do for Marvel or something like that, Steve really just seems like he's having fun here. Having fun in the same way that, a typical fanboy, would have. A person who's, just starting, out doing their own comics. It even has that kind of feel, to it. As you can see, as I'm flipping through the pages, he's not spotting blacks. He's not doing complicated, highly artistic panel breakdowns. There's a lot of talking heads. As you can see, the dialogue is, the way it's written, it's pretty much all over the place. And the book just has that, type of do-it-yourself, I wanted to make a comic kind of charm. And, I'm just really impressed that a professional, of Ditko's status, would even want to attempt doing something so simplistic, something that a typical fan, would do. And, this I believe that this is something that if you are into comics, that you can definitely enjoy and benefit from. Steve is an excellent artist. Like I said, he's a very established artist, and I think he's just doing this as a way to get back to his roots, and these things are definitely going to become collector's items for sure. That's not why I got it. Steve just happened to be one of my favorite artists. I'm just glad that he is doing his own stuff, doing it his way. So I would just recommend that you pick it up. It's right in the front. Again, got this from Jim Haneys Universe, across the street from the Empire State Building on 33rd Street.